To me, the deanship really should be to benefit the whole college. You know, one of my mantras that I say to everybody, they're probably getting tired of hearing it, but our primary mission is to educate, motivate, and mentor the students who are entrusted to us. And the Larry Carroll Deanship helps us do that much better than we could otherwise. Hi, I'm Cameron Wright. I'm the Carroll Family Dean of the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences.
My name is Cora Tarwater, and I am the Robert B. Berry Distinguished Chair in Ecology, and I'm an Associate Professor in the Department of Zoology and Physiology.
I'm Dr. Chase Teal. I am the Bill Daniels Chair of Business Ethics at the University of Wyoming in the College of Business, and I'm also an Associate Professor of Management.
I'm Kelly Crane. I'm one of the Associate Deans in the College of Agriculture, Life Sciences, and Natural Resources.
My name is Janice Grover, and I am the Carroll J. McMurray Distinguished Librarian for Academic Excellence.
I'm Steve Smutko, and I'm the Spicer Chair of Collaborative Practice in the Haub School of Environment and Natural Resources.
Broadly, I'm an avian ecologist. I study how the environment influences populations, species interactions, and community structure. I'm in charge of the longest-running capture-mark-recapture study of birds in the neotropics. The study is now in its 47th year. Long-term studies are incredibly rare, particularly in the tropics. So we're learning a great deal about how populations and communities are responding to changing environments from this work. So with this private giving, I'm able to fund the long-term netting of birds in Panama and fund undergraduate and graduate students to go down there. In general, with this funding, we can dream a bit bigger and we can make a large difference in the lives of our students. Since this initiative started, I've seen a great deal of excitement from undergraduate students, graduate students, and us faculty. It is exciting to be a part of it, and we're also thankful to have the funds to support it.
The Spicer Endowment is unique among American universities because it funds work that is difficult to fund because of its community focus. And you know, I think the Spicer family has been exceedingly generous in funding this work, and I think, you know, I'm very proud of the work that we've done through the Haub School at UW.
I worked for Sweetwater County Library System for 7 years, and then I became the Director of Library Services at Western Wyoming Community College. And it was at Western that I got a lot of experience working with Wyoming students, and I found that that was just a really natural fit for me because I'm from Wyoming. I'm deeply invested in Wyoming students and Wyoming people having access to information.
I can remember I described to him a personal experience. When I was a PhD student, I was working for a professor who had an endowed professorship. And we had gone out for a fairly large federal grant to help continue the research we were doing. And we didn't get it. And I went up to his office right after we found out, and I said, sir, do I just cancel the orders for all the optical components that we need to keep doing this? And he kind of smiled and he said, you can charge it to the endowment. And so the research went on.
Bill Daniels would often say his number one business advantage was his commitment to ethics. And that came because he had his own personal code that he strove to live by. We want to recreate that for each of our students, that business advantage, by helping them to develop their own personal code at the University of Wyoming. And that's just an illustration of the value of our program and how, because of the Bill Daniels organization's investment, that we're doing something different for our students, and that we're helping them to create their own personal foundation for professional and personal success.
An endowed professorship or a named faculty member allows us to attract professors and researchers that we otherwise may not be able to attract. What this does is it adds to our breadth of expertise, which ultimately allows students to be taught and to engage with world-class scientists and world-class classroom teachers and world-class researchers that they would not otherwise maybe be able to interact with at a school the size of the University of Wyoming.
It's really nice to know that that support is there no matter what is happening in Wyoming, sort of boom and bust cycle. And being from Rock Springs, which is very boom and bust culture there, it actually, as a professional, it allows me to just kind of relax into the role and not always have to be focusing on where is that money coming from. I can just focus on the purpose.
For a faculty member, that's important to me because that means somebody external to a university values what I do and how I spend my time and my personal passion at the university. So again, it just puts the whole package together. The University of Wyoming is a great place to work, but when you have a named professorship, it just puts the icing on the cake and makes these positions really valuable.
You know, we typically rely on grants, research grants from, let's say, National Science Foundation. These large grants often aren't geared toward community problems. It's made it possible for me and others within the Hobbs School, so students that I employ, graduate students and undergraduates, to focus in on these problems and work with communities to help them solve some of these complex problems.
I just want to say thank you to the Bill Daniels organization and a heartfelt thank you. Truly, with their support, the University of Wyoming, and I truly believe this, has one of the world's best ethics programs.